Kindly take your seats. We are about to begin with the session. All participants are kindly requested to take their seats for the Lifetime Achievement Award session. We are just about to begin.
और इनको भी बुलाना है स्टेज पे प्रेसिडेंट आरपी देवी
I request Professor Sajid sir to please come on stage. I request Professor Sajid sir, Professor R.P. Dwivedi sir, President NAPSWI, Professor Murli Desai ma'am, Professor Sanjay Roy, and Professor Atul Pratap Singh to please take their seats on the dais. I again request Professor R.P. Dwivedi sir, Professor Murli Desai ma'am, Professor Sanjay Roy to please take their seats on the dais.
Good afternoon. We are starting the program of NAPSWI's Lifetime Achievement Award ceremony. National Association of Professional Social Workers in India has instituted Lifetime Achievement Awards in consonance with its constitution, with its aims and objectives and memorandum of association. Every year in the Indian Social Work Congress, we give this award to the social work professionals who have contributed to the knowledge, who have contributed to the practice, who has contributed through their research to the profession. NAPSWI intends to recognize the work of professional social workers who have immensely contributed to the profession through different ways, including the scholarship, action, research, practice, and organization building. These awards are presented today for the 2023. I'm so happy to announce these awards, and I welcome the dignitaries on the dais, Professor R.P. Dwivedi, the President of NAPSWI. We have Treasurer Professor Atul Pratap Singh, Vice President Mr. Roy, Professor Roy, and we have two awardees who have already received the Lifetime Achievement Award, Professor Murli Desai and Professor Sajid. So this is also like recognizing the contribution of social work fraternity, our colleagues who has done the immense work in the respective field. The first award that we are giving is NAPSWI Lifetime Achievement Award to the professional social workers who genuinely work for profession and promotion of the rights and interest of social work profession and its member at different level. The first award is about the contribution to the knowledge, and I request Nimisha madam to announce the award and also read.
Okay, the award for the best social work in the award for the Lifetime Achievement Award in the category for protection and promotion of rights and interest of social work profession goes to Professor S.R. Bellore. It gives us immense pleasure to confer upon you the NAPSWI Scroll of Appreciation. The NAPSWI feels proud and privileged to have you as one of our most distinguished social work educators in the country. Who has made efforts to organize social work professionals in the country. Professor S.R. Bollore has obtained degree of MSW and PhD in social work. He started his journey as a teacher in social work from Indore School of Social Work. He joined Delhi School of Social Work for a brief stint. Later on, he joined Barkatullah University of Bhopal and started a postgraduate course in social work. He has extensively written on social work and social administration and published a few books. He was state coordinator of National Service Scheme Madhya Pradesh. He has organized a landmark NAPSWI workshop on social work in post-Premchand era in 1975-76 and made sincere efforts to develop indigenous literature on social work. He has also written on Gandhian social work and helped IGNOU to develop social work literature, especially in Hindi. He gave leadership to many professional associations and served NAPSWI Executive Board and acted as treasurer. He has been on various committees of Devi Ahilya Vishwavidyalaya of Indore and other universities as well as in many committees of social welfare and social development. He has been one of the most liked teachers in social work. He has been a principled person, strict disciplinarian, excellent counselor, and a brilliant organizer with expertise in the human relationship. He has the heart of a poet, mind of a service provider, and the soul of a teacher. NAPSWI, on the occasion of the 11th Indian Social Work Congress 2023, held at Department of Social Work, Maulana Azad National Urdu University, Hyderabad, confers the NAPSWI Lifetime Achievement Award to Professor S.R. Bollore for his significant contribution for organizing the social work professionals. This award has been conferred on 3rd November 2023. We welcome, sir, and we request the dignitaries on the dais to do the honors. Professor R.P. Dwivedi, sir, and please.
Yes, sir. Please.
Yes, sir, please.
Yes, sir.
The President of NAPSWI, Professor R.P. Dwivedi, Counselor Advisor of the current Congress, Professor Bhatt, the galaxies on the dais, so many people are there, stars they are there, and galaxies in the auditorium also. I am so thankful to you, and I accept, yes, I accept this honor awarded to me because of one reason. And the reason is, whatever I have gained in my journey of about 50 years as a teacher, as a field worker, as a researcher, as a counselor, as a writer, it is because of such people who have given me these achievements. It is because of them. So I am so grateful to them. Secondly, I would say that you may say I am so grateful to Professor Bhatt and Professor Dwivedi also, but at the same time, I would say that the new generation that I am seeing before me has also some responsibility. I will say only a word of caution, and that is, here it is written, theme of the seminar is, no one is left behind. But I would like to draw your attention towards one person who is being left behind and very rapidly in the crowd of those people whom I call the fictitious social workers. You might be knowing, yesterday I was talking to Professor Bhatt and she said, there is large number of those schools of social work, there is no field work. The faculty is not qualified. There are no practicals. And so I thought that, can you imagine of a medical college where the faculty is not qualified? There are no attached hospitals. There is no clinical practice and work also. Thank God it is not a reality. But in case of social work, it is a reality. We have got schools of social work. There is not a single faculty is qualified. Doesn't have any MSW degree. They don't know what is field work. They are simply the vendors of social work degrees. So it's a very ethical situation. And we must pay attention to the person who is not left behind. Our genuine student who has worked hard for 2 years and he is being pushed away, elbowed by those people who are not qualified. Can this august body can't do anything about it? You must think. And I will request this August gathering to do something about it. Can we put a ban on the fictitious schools of social work? Can we identify those who are the holders of the fraudulent degrees of social work? Think out something. Please think about it. And lastly, I would say, of course, the couplet to what our Vice Chancellor said. Well, so I joined social work teaching in the 60s. 40 years have elapsed, rather 60 years. We have been hearing about the Council on Social Work Education every now and then. Only talks and speeches, nothing else. Where is the reality? So in the words of Akbar Elhabadi, I would say, जोरे बाजू तो नहीं क्या स्पीच, जोरे बाजू तो नहीं क्या स्पीच, हाथ भी दे खुदा जुबान के साथ.
Thank you, sir. Congratulations. Thank you, sir. Now, the second category of award, this Lifetime Achievement Award is given to the trained social worker for his significant contribution for the social work education and research. And this award goes to Professor Raj Kumar Singh. I would like to read the scroll of appreciation. It gives us immense pleasure to confer upon you the NAPSWI scroll of appreciation. The NAPSWI feels proud and privileged to have you as one of our most distinguished social work educator in the country. Professor Raj Kumar Singh is a former Pro-Vice Chancellor, Registrar, and Head of the Department of Social Work, University of Lucknow. He has served on many other positions, university administration such as Dean Students Welfare, Controller of Examination, Proctor, NSS Coordinator over 4 decades. Having completed his doctoral and master's degree in social work from University of Lucknow, he started teaching career from his alma mater in 1983. Professor Singh has been appointed the chairperson of Committee on Learning Outcomes-Based Curriculum Framework in Social Work by the University Grant Commission. He was deeply engaged in social work education, research, and practice. He has taught undergraduate and postgraduate in social work, guided 24 research scholars, edited 4 books, and published 24 research articles. He has promoted department as UGC-sponsored Center for Advanced Studies in Social Work, the first of its kind in the country. He has also nurtured Contemporary Social Work, a well-known journal of social work, as editor and chief editor. Besides managing various programs for community action and welfare of different target groups, especially for youth, he has also served as University Coordinator of National Service Scheme. NAPSWI, on the occasion of the 11th Indian Social Work Congress, held at Department of Social Work, Maulana Azad National Urdu University, Hyderabad, confers the NAPSWI Lifetime Achievement Award to Professor Raj Kumar Singh for his significant contribution for the social work education and research. May I invite Professor Atul Singh to do the honor, and also all the dignitaries to join. Yeah. May I invite Professor Raj Kumar to say a few words.
respected Professor Desai, Professor R.P. Dwivedi, Professor Sajid, Professor Roy, Professor Pratap Singh, Professor Pathare, and distinguished guest delegates, teachers and students. I am really very honored and privileged to receive this NAPSWI's Lifetime Achievement Award. I don't understand what should I speak on this occasion, but this recognition means a lot to me. I dedicate this award to my students and teachers, and to my colleagues, and to many other teachers and faculty members who have been directly or indirectly associated with me. Because I do accept that whatever is the outcome is not of mine only, it is of many people, many persons who have been in contact with me. Therefore, I humbly respect this award, accept this award. And naturally, I will be failing in my duty if I don't mention Professor Sanjay Bhatt and Professor R.P. Dwivedi, and my head of department, Professor Anup Bharti ji, who must have been instrumental behind this award. I gratefully acknowledge the decision of the NAPSWI executive body and organizing committee of this Congress, who have decided my name for this prestigious awards, ignoring my many demerits also. So I am thankful. I once again thank you. I feel privileged. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now, the NAPSWI Lifetime Achievement Award for significant contribution for the social work, education, and research. This award goes to Professor Noor Mohammed. It gives us immense pleasure to confer upon you the NAPSWI Scroll of Appreciation. The NAPSWI feels proud and privileged to have you as one of our most distinguished social work educators in the country. Professor Noor Mohammed has been founder head of the Department of Social Work at Aligarh Muslim University. He has single-handedly created the Department of Social Work at AMU and groomed the same as one of the distinguished departments in North India. He has served on almost all administrative positions in a university system: head, dean, university court, executive council, academic council, arts and social sciences, faculty and research degree committee, etc., in different capacities. He also served on the Board of Studies in Sociology and Social Work at a number of universities. He has been an excellent organizer as he organized 25th All India Sociological Conference and 20th UP Sociological Conference. As an institution builder, he has been instrumental in Center for Strategic Study and Center for Developmental Study at AMU, Indus Child Labor Schools in Aligarh, besides establishment of Department of Social Work. He has brought large research projects supported by Indian and international agencies. He has published a dozen books, number of research articles, papers, and guided 25 MPhil and 40 PhD students. The Indian Social Science Association has decorated him with Honorary Senior Fellowship 2017 for exemplary efforts to develop social science in the country through contemporary research, fieldwork, and publication, and UGC has appointed him as Professor Emeritus at Kumayu University, India. NAPSWI, on the occasion of the 11th Indian Social Work Congress 2023, held at Department of Social Work, Maulana Azad National Urdu University, Hyderabad, confers NAPSWI Lifetime Achievement Award to Professor Noor Mohammed for his significant contribution for the social work, education, and research. This award has been conferred on 3rd November 2023, and to do the honors, I request Professor Sajid and the dignitaries to join me. So please.
Professor Dwivedi, Professor Sajid, Professor Rai, and other friends. Basically, I am sure that whatever it has been said by Professor Dwivedi in his introductory remark about the department and the performance of my students, that is a rather honor for me. And that proves that I have done something that gives me a self-satisfaction. Now, all these things basically that I have done is not only by me, but it is in support of by outside teachers, particularly Professor M.Z. Khan, who is not present over here, Professor Sanjay Bhatt, Professor Sajid, and many others basically who helped me in building up this social work department. Now, I am basically so overwhelmed that I failed to express my feeling by getting this particular award, which is in recognition to the work done by my MSW students who passed out. And I dedicate this award to these students. This is because of their labor, who have established their positions in different areas wherever they are working. And that is my recognition. So I thank you, the organizer, and particularly Professor Dwivedi, for honoring me this award. Thank you.
Next Lifetime Achievement Award. This award is given to the distinguished social work professional of Indian origin who address the social work issues globally and strengthen social work education and practice at international level. And this award goes to Professor Sudarshan Pashupuleti. I invite Professor Sudarshanji on the stage. And I would like to read the scroll of appreciation. It gives us immense pleasure to confer upon you, sir, the NAPSWI Scroll of Appreciation. The NAPSWI feels proud and privileged to have you as one of the most distinguished social work professionals of Indian origin who has addressed the social work issues globally and strengthened social work education and practice at international level. Dr. Sudarshan Pasupuleti is active researcher and grant writer and activist. He contributed 45 peer-reviewed journal articles, few books chapters, and a book during his career. In addition, he made 82 professional presentations at national and international conferences. Dr. Pasupuleti was a recipient of Hartford Geriatric Faculty Scholar Award in 2008-11 from the Gerontological Society of America. Outstanding Researchers Award in 2010 from the UT Judith Harb College of Education, Health Science and Human Service, and the University of Toledo Award for Outstanding Contribution for Engaged Scholarship and Community Outreach in 2012. His current research interests include large systems, age-friendly community, technology use and its impact on older adults, cognitive aging, and brain plasticity, and cross-cultural social justice studies. He is very active on his favorite action research project on building age-friendly, inclusive communities and cities. Dr. Pasupuleti currently serves as Associate Editor for International Journal of Social Science Research since 2013 and Journal of Mental Health and Social Behavior. He has been associated with Journal of Practicing Social Change, Encyclopedia of Macro Social Work, Journal of Community Practice, Journal of Social Development Issues, and International Journal of Social Perspective. He served as site visitor for Council on Social Work Education, USA, and is certified LIFO trainer. Dr. Possibility served as member of various boards and foundations. He currently serves as board member of Area Agency on Aging in Rio Grande Valley. Professor Dr. Possibility is veteran in academics and university administration with over 44 years of experience. NAPSWI, on the occasion of the 11th Indian Social Work Congress, confers the NAPSWI Lifetime Achievement Award to Professor Sudarshan Pasupuleti for his significant contribution for the social work education and research globally. The award is being conferred today on 3rd November 2023. And I invite Professor Sanjay Roy to do the honor. And also I invite all the dignitaries on the dais to join.
I'm greatly honored and humbled at the same time with this award by the NAPSWI. I recall the days when Professor R.R. Singh was facilitating a meeting to form this organization. And those are the days I was doing my master's degree prior to Delhi School of Social Work. So I'm very glad to know that the organization, some of the formative meetings that I attended has resulted into this kind of robust organization, and it is recognizing the efforts and endeavors of social workers in India. So my journey as a social worker is kind of a bit mixed, accidental, but also deliberate. But what has taught me, what I learned in social work is from the teachers who were eminent scholars at that time at Delhi School of Social Work, and also my formative years at Rhoda Mystery College of Social Work with the BSW. And my very mentor is sitting here, Professor Dr. D.K. Laldas, who is right here. And his mentor is also honored at this venue, Dr. Below. So we are 3 generations here. So I'm so glad. And Dr. Laldas was my PhD guide and a mentor. And I never stayed out of touch with him, even while leaving for US. And I called him that day afternoon, sir, I'm leaving for US and I need your blessings. So he said, wish you good luck. So we always stayed in touch with each other. So what I want to emphasize in my brief message to young folks who are here, and also what it took to transform myself as a social work educator. So social work educator job is with a full of responsibility. It is not a job per se for me. So this is what I learned from my teachers as well. So let me give one small example. Professor Pathak, who is no more, but who inspired many social worker generations of social workers. So teaching social policy class, he has to get that day's newspaper because the 5-year plan details will be published, and he has to quote. He postponed talking about the plan for that day because it was not came out that day, the parliament did not have the presentation, and he did the same class next week, quoting the things from that day. And what this means to me, a teacher who is very passionate about, and he wants to teach the live things, and reflecting on the current aspects, current issues, and how the governments are performing and policies are being made, and how important they are. So, like that, these things have really inspired me and made me to think critically. If I am going into this social work education business, I have to be a lot more serious about it. And another example of Professor Ranade, who was also a teacher, and I have my classmate here sitting. So he would say things that, when I was doing my MPhil and he was teaching social policy, and he expects us to review a book, New Arrival, and report it on Monday. Every Monday we have a book review. So the expectation was so high. And initially I was puzzling how I could read a complete book and then report on the book in 1 week. I have to find the ways. They taught us how to develop the strategies, learning the strategies to learn. Learning the strategies to learn, just not teaching content, but it's once you develop a strategy of learning, and that is the lifelong learning that you have accomplished. And that goes a long way. And these things have propelled me all through my career. And I learned so much of it. And then it made me a complete person. And also that led me to move to US in quest of learning. My passion for learning never died. I have so much of a big library in my home. I'd keep learning, reading, and all that. There are a couple more things I want to say if the time can permit. Earlier in the discussion, inaugural session, some of the speakers were talking about the problems and the kind of roles that we need to make. And this especially I'm telling for the benefit of younger folks who are the current students or who are scholars and trying to make their careers out of the education. So what I am seeing is there is tremendous transformation that is happening, and social work education also needs to go through that. And how we incorporate the lessons from both ways. So I have seen the days where how I can transplant myself in the US with the Indian education. There is so much of stereotype that Indian PhD is not equivalent to US PhD. So that was a stereotype. I had to face it. But I have gone to a point where I demonstrated I am better than US PhD. Literally, I demonstrated that. So I convinced the people, a lot more people, Indian PhD is as good as US PhD, or perhaps better than that. And now my colleagues at two universities, they recognize me for expertise in research, expertise in my areas, macro practice area, and human behavior, policy, and all that. And all this comes from the passion or the learning strategies that I picked up from my own teachers, and who taught me that, and who taught me strong research foundation. Dr. Laldas, who taught while doing my PhD, he never compromised on things. He used to tell, do this, you have to figure it out how you can do this. So spending the time. So learning, teaching the strategies how to learn on my own, self-directed learning to an extent. And that is important. So we have problems, common problems all over. So US is a developed country, but there are problems too. What are the problems that we see here in India, and those problems exist there? Maybe the size of the problem is different. Maybe the number of people are different, but the problems do exist. Homelessness, poverty, and name any problem that exists there too. So how do I transplant that knowledge, applying that knowledge to that situation and learning? It's a continuous process. So currently I am working on how I can reconnect with the Indian situation and what I have learned in the US, how I can bring it back and cross-fertilize the knowledge. So this is a very important process. I have seen in the typical science disciplines, they have cross-fertilized the knowledge. So the knowledge has no boundaries. And the knowledge can be used, cross-fertilized knowledge can be used both ways. And the models have to be developed in both ways, learning from the other countries too. So I think I want to emphasize that. So igniting the passion for learning and learning from other models and examples would take this profession a long way, until the goal that is no one is left behind. So that till that goal is accomplished, and we need to learn and then grow as a profession. Thank you for giving me this award, and I thank you, the selection committee, and those who have nominated me for this award. Thank you all, and thanks to my mentors as well.
Now it's time for Young Achiever Award. है ना? तालियां जोर से बजनी चाहिए. It gives us immense pleasure to confer upon you the NAPSWI Scroll of Appreciation. The NAPSWI feels proud and privileged to confer Young Achiever Award as a young social work professional with a positive vision and innovative ideas. I invite and welcome Ms. Sachi Singh to please receive the award. Ms. Sachi Singh did her BSc Honours in Home Economics with specialization in child development from Delhi University in 1998. She did her Masters in Social Work from Lucknow University in 2000 with a specialization in women and children's issues. Since then, she embarked on a path-breaking and unstoppable journey as a social worker, transforming the lives of thousands of children and families in difficult circumstances. Her relentless efforts did not go unnoticed, and she has won many awards and accolades for her contribution, such as the National Award for Child Welfare in 2014, the HT Woman Award Second Runner-Up 2013, the Amazing Indian Award by Times Now in 2012, the Devi Award by Indian Express 2014, the Lucknow University Illustrious Alumni Award 2017, and many more. In 2016, she was selected by the US Embassy for its prestigious International Visitors Leadership Program. She is a TEDx speaker and has also been on the prestigious platform of Josh Talks. She is the founder of Ehsaas, a leading non-profit organization in the state of Uttar Pradesh, founded in 2002, and continues to serve on its board as Honorary General Secretary. The Ehsaas Food Bank and Community Kitchen serves over 1 lakh meals annually and empowers family through better education, health, and livelihood opportunities. NAPSWI, on the occasion of the 11th Indian Social Work Congress 2023, held at Department of Social Work, Maulana Azad National Urdu University, Hyderabad, confers the NAPSWI Young Achiever Award to Ms. Sachi Singh for her significant contribution to the social work practice. This award has been conferred on 3rd November 2023. And to do the honors, I request Professor Murli Desai ma'am, and I will request other dignitaries to please join her. Please, जोर से तालियां. Sachi, would you like to say a few words? Please. Thank you, ma'am.
Respected members on the dais, my respected teachers from Lucknow University, Professor Singh, Anoopji, colleagues, it is indeed, I pay my regards to you for making this possible for me. So thank you so much for your guidance and support. And I don't know what I can say today in before this enlightened group that you already do not know. But I am like thinking when I was 35, 36, standing at the Rashtrapati Bhavan to receive the national award, it was quite an unreal and surreal moment for me because we are never working for that. And I didn't understand why this is happening, but it was happening in my life because until then you are so vision and so driven, so focused on just being in action, and then suddenly something like this happens, and it it was a memorable moment, just as this one is actually, because to be felicitated by your fellow social work professionals is extremely humbling and a memorable moment in my life, definitely. So thank you so much for doing that. As ma'am mentioned, I received several recognition, and it was always on the side of the main work that we were doing. And I say it is on the side because deep down I know that I cannot change anybody's life unless they are willing to change their own life. So this is actually the recognition of the courage of so many children, of women, of girls who actually had the courage to change their own life, who are today, educated, well placed, some of them married, call me on my on Mother's Day and on anniversaries and all of that. And it is, I feel that I was chosen to play a small role in this journey for them is something that I have to be grateful for. So I'm very grateful that I had a little part to play in their struggle, and because they had the courage to do this. Since I belong to a family of lawyers. Everybody in my family is a lawyer. And so very young in life, I understood that laws, policies, schemes are mere pieces of paper, and people bring change. And it is, I'm a social worker by choice and not chance. It's not something else that I wanted to do, because I chose to be in a group of people who wanted to make some change. I know we all can't make it, change the world. And everybody keeps saying you've made a mark. But I know, like many of my fellow social workers, that the mark that we have made is a dot. And I'm saying this especially for the young people, because there is so much more to be done. Because every day there are those issues that we have been fighting for the last 20 years, they continue. So if each one of you make that little dot and make your own little mark, I think it'll be a great place to live. So I think that's my message to all of you. And also because I am amidst 145 institutions and their teachers, I'll take this opportunity to say something else, which just came to my mind today, is you all have the power, and I hope you also have the passion to make effective social workers. What Sunita also said in the morning. So it's not what you know. It's not just your skill, but it's who you are that makes all the difference. So thank you so much. To be fearless, sincere, hardworking, passionate, compassionate, these are values that you cannot undermine. You can learn the casework, you can learn the research, you can do all of that. But you are out there to change the world. But if you are not willing to change yourself and grow, then it is very difficult to change the world. So as social workers, we have to constantly evolve and grow and become better human beings ourselves to make any difference. So thank you so much once again for this honor, and thank you. And last but not the least, I hope in these 3 days deliberation, you are able to see how this can be fitted in, and also how we as practitioners can contribute to this is also something that I would really appreciate. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. NAPSWI Lifetime Achievement Award. This ceremony is acknowledging, appreciating, and recognizing the contribution of social work professionals in different areas. This is also encouraging for us and also get to know the different kind of work that's happening and the immense contribution made by some of our colleagues. I take this on behalf of NAPSWI Lifetime Achievement Award Selection Committee. I take this opportunity to acknowledge the work that has been done by the recipient of the award, and I thank you for accepting this award. I also take this opportunity to thank Professor R.P. Dwivedi, the president of NAPSWI, Professor Sanjay Roy, the treasurer of NAPSWI, the vice president of NAPSWI, and Atul Pratap Singh, the treasurer of NAPSWI, for doing the honor. I also appreciate and thank Professor Murli Desai and Professor S.M. Sajid, who are the recipient of this award previously. So thank you very much for doing the honor. And with this, I announce that the NAPSWI Lifetime Achievement Award ceremony is concluded. Thank you very much.
For group photograph,
Yeah.
I would like to invite all the award winners, please come up on the stage for a group photograph.
Can I also invite NAPSWI, Professor Sanjay Bhatt, Professor Sunil Watson, NAPSWI executive members, please come on the dais.